Okay. Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a beginning of the year book tag, pretty similar to the end of year book tag, make it about 2026 instead of 2025. Again, got these questions from Larry Reed, so I'll leave her video in the description. As always, first question: how many books are you planning on reading in 2026? I set my goal to 80 because last year I had it at 75 and I reached 81, but it's still like towards the end of the year I was kind of struggling to get to 75, so I didn't want to do it higher than that, even though in 2024 I did read like I think 100 or something like that. I still wanted to keep it lower so then I can reach it. I don't want to be stressed out about my goal this year. Next question: a book you're likely to reread this year. I said this in my last book tag. I'm gonna be rereading the Windy City series. Obviously it's all complete now, so I want to reread them so then I can also annotate them, because now I have two different copies. I have like the deluxe editions and then I have like just the regular copies, so I do want to annotate them. But I also put down the 7-year slip. The only reason I didn't put that in like this question in the end of your book tag is because I didn't read it in 2025. I read it in 2024, but I do know that I'm gonna reread it this year because I keep thinking about it, and I did say when I was reading that book that I wanted to reread it every year. So next question: a priority read on your 2026 TBR. I have so many actually, and you'll find that out in like the 26 books I want to read in 2026 video. I haven't filmed that yet, so I don't know when that's going to be uploaded, but I put down The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig. I don't know why, it's just high up there because like so many people love this book, and I'm just like, I feel like I'm gonna love it, and the next book comes out this year. I also put Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab. I've never read anything by V.E. Schwab, but this one really intrigues me. Also my boyfriend's aunt loves V.E. Schwab and she's recommended a ton of her books to me, so I am excited. And then the Throne of Glass series, because I finished ACOTAR last year, finally. Took forever for me to finish that series, but I finally finished it. And my boyfriend is getting on my ass about reading Throne of Glass because he bought me the entire series for Valentine's Day 2 years ago, and I still haven't picked it up. So he's really getting on my ass about reading it. So I think this year's the year. Okay, next question: an author you won't be reading more books from this year. I put Harper L. Woods. If you watched my end of year book tag, you'll know why. It's just, I read The Coven and the Cursed by her, and I rated them pretty pretty low. I rated it a 3 and then a 1, I think, and I just wanted to DNF the second one, and I have no interest in continuing on that series. I have no idea if she has more books out or what. I don't know. And then I also put Lori Gilmore. This is a maybe because I read the Pumpkin Spice Cafe series or whatever until, what was it, like Strawberry Pancake House or whatever. That one is the last one I read in that series. There was a new one that came out last year or whatever. I have no interest right now in picking it up. We'll see in the future if that changes. I don't know, because it's not that I don't enjoy the books, it's just that they're not a priority for me, especially since every time I would pick those up, it's just for a palate cleanser or something that I could just put on Audible or Spotify just as background noise, because I don't really need to pay attention to those books and whatever. But I have so many other books that are that type of vibe that I'm more interested in you know what I mean, that I own. So it's like right now it's not really a thing for me. I also didn't put this down, but I know for a fact Tessa Bailey as well, because every single time I read a Tessa Bailey book, I'm not having the greatest time. I don't know what it is. The first half, I really want to just DNF it, and then I just push through, and then I kind of enjoy it, and then it ends up being a 3-star. It's just, so I'm not going to buy any more of her books just because I've read so many now that I just know that I feel that way. So I'm not going to buy any more books, but I will be reading the books that I do currently own by her. I'm just not going to go out of my way and purchase more. Something new you want to read. Anything by Christine Hanna I'm also interested in, but that's a little different than what I usually read because I'm pretty sure they're historical fictions or whatever. They're like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. So I am interested in those. A popular book you want to read. So I put Reign of Shadows and Endings. I don't know, I just looked at the cover when I was at the bookstore and I was like, ooh, I want to read this. But I did see it on TikTok a little bit, I'm pretty sure. So it's getting up there, it's getting its hype, I think. So I'm very interested in that. I think it's a fantasy, if I'm not mistaken. I also put down Mate because I had read Bride last year, loved it. Now I'm very interested in Mate, which is the second book. It just came out not too long ago, like a few months I think, and obviously people are ranting and raving about it because they're like true Ali Hazelwood stans. They read it as soon as it comes out, and I'm slow to the game, I guess. But yeah, those are two books that I'm very interested in. Obviously there's a lot more books that are popular that I'm very interested in that I do own, but then we'd be sitting here forever. So you'll just have to watch my 26 reads that I want to read in 2026 video when it comes out, because that will have all of them. Most anticipated 2026 book release, I put down the next book in the Alchemy and Fae series. So it's Quicksilver Brimstone, and the next book is coming out this year, I'm pretty sure. I'm very excited about that. I'm almost done Brimstone, and I already know it's going to end on a cliffhanger. Like, I already know. We're in the middle of war, and there's only 2 hours left of the book, so something's gotta give, you know? I also put In Her Own League by Liz Tom Ford. It's a part of the Windy City series, but it's not. It's just basically... Is it about Reese? What's his name? The dad? You'll know what I'm talking about if you read the Windy City series, but the hot dad, it's about him. So I'm very excited. There was nothing really else that I was interested in that I saw, but also the next book in the Night and the Moth series. There is a bunch of books, like new releases, that are a part of series that I do own. It's just I haven't read those series yet, so maybe once I do start reading the series I will want to get that book, but for right now it's not a priority for me. So a bookish goal for 2025 or 2026, I mean, I really want to prioritize my TBR. It's really important that I get my TBR down. Yes, I've read 50% of all the books that I've owned, which is pretty good, but I do still want to minimize the number because I'm sitting at like 190 books that I own that I haven't read, and then 182 or something like that of books that I have read that I own. So pretty much 50%. But anyways, it's really important that I minimize the numbers and not keep adding to it because I don't have more space in my room. I don't have more bookshelves, and I also just really need to save money. So it's just prioritizing my TBR is the most important thing. And then also prioritizing my monthly TBRs that I set, because obviously I choose books every month for my monthly TBR for my YouTube channel, and I would like to actually prioritize reading those books that I choose, because obviously I'm choosing them for a reason, right? A book that's been on your TBR you probably won't ever read. So I'm not sure about this because, like, obviously I want to read all of them, but there are some books that are obviously on the bottom of the list, and one of them is A Thousand Boy Kisses. I've had that book the longest. I'm pretty sure that one and a few other ones the longest, and I'm just scared to pick it up because I know that it's a sad story, just like If You Had Been With Me and whatever, and that book destroyed me. I don't know if I'm ready for this book yet. It probably won't be a this year book, maybe a next year, I don't know, but yeah, it's scaring me. A series you want to read this year, obviously Throne of Glass, we already been through it. Maybe Crescent City as well if I finish Throne of Glass, but I don't know, maybe that's a little too much Sarah J Maas for me this year, we'll see. But Gods and Monsters as well, like the Book of Azrael. Yeah, the Book of Azrael and blah 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 blah. My friend is reading that series right now and she's absolutely loving it, and it's making me jealous that I haven't picked it up yet. But I also own the entire series up to date, so it's kind of sad that I haven't even started reading it yet. But yeah, those are series that I really want to get to, and also just every single series that I'm in the middle of, because I'm in the middle of too many and I need to know what happens in every single one of them. So your auto-buy authors going into 2026. So I have Lila Sage. She's always been an auto-buy author for me. I own every single one of her books. I've read the entire Rebel Blue Ranch series, and I'm about to start like Sweetwater Peak and whatever soon. So I'm very excited about those. Catherine Cowles. I don't really know why I put this one down. I am obsessed with her book, Fragile Sanctuary. I've raved and ranted about this book so many times because it's a romance with a little bit of mystery in it, and I absolutely loved it. I do own the next book in that series, and I do really want to read it, and I want to read the entire series, and I know she has a lot more books out, and I do want to read them, but obviously I haven't tried out her books enough for me to actually say that. So for right now, she is, but it could change. And then Ali Hazelwood, because I just started reading her books towards the end of last year and I really loved it. I only read one book and 2 novellas, but I really loved every single one of them, and I do have a few of her books already on my TBR, so I will be reading them, and if I enjoy all of them, obviously I will keep buying more and more and more. A book to show adaptation you're excited about this year. I put Verity ? Because I'm pretty sure Verity is coming out as a movie or something, so that's why I put the question mark. But also I put a question mark because I haven't read Verity yet, so I actually have no interest in it right now because I have not read the book. So but I am actually excited to watch People We Meet on Vacation movie, but I need to read the book first. But I've seen that, like, clips of the movie everywhere, and I'm like so excited to actually watch it. Heated Rivalry, I want to watch as well. I haven't read the books yet, so I don't know if I should read the books and then watch the show. I don't know. Either way, I don't have Crave right now, so I can't watch it anyways. But my friend is seeing if she can get Crave with her phone plan, and if she can, she's giving me the password because she also wants to watch Heated Rivalry. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. So I don't really have one that I'm excited for this year, but I am excited about previous show adaptations. So, and I'm also excited to see if Fourth Wing is having, like, the Empyrean series is having a show or not. If they are, your girl's gonna be excited. A sequel you're anticipating, obviously the next book in the Fae and Alchemy series. It's pretty much the only one right now, just because I haven't gotten through so many of my TBRs that, like, there is a continuation of the series. Did that make sense? I haven't read series up to date yet, and I haven't read series that are, like, books are still coming out yet, other than this one, really. And I feel like I'm just saying this all the time because I'm just currently reading it, and so it's just in my mind, but it is one of the anticipated books. I would put the next book in the Empyrean series, but that's coming out next year, not this year, and I'm actually gonna cry. So I can't. Okay, next. Bookish things you're leaving in 2025. Being in the middle of so many books. Last year, it was actually crazy. I was in the middle of like 3-4 books at a time, and I was like, like, it's crazy. Like, I've done 2 vlogs of like trying to get my shit together, and in both vlogs I think I was in the middle of 3 books, and I was trying to like finish all 3 books before I go on vacation or before I go somewhere or whatever. But yeah, like, the reason why I was in the middle of so many books at that point is because like I was like, oh, I want to read this book, but it's not on Kindle Unlimited, but I'll still read it. But then I also want to have one that's on Kindle Unlimited, so then if I'm like reading at night, I can read it, or if I'm reading at work, I can read it. Like, it was just so annoying. And then I would also have one on audiobook, so then I can like play my video games or something. So I was like, I had 3 different books in 3 different formats, and it was just like so overwhelming. I just want to stick to one book, and that's it, unless, I don't know. I don't know what would warrant me to change my mind on that, but yeah, we'll see. What to expect from this account. So obviously my account is bookish theme, but I will have some just life vlogs, so like a week in my life, a weekend in my life, or let's reset my room for the month or whatever, things like that. I do like doing reading vlogs and reading challenges, so like the 24-hour reading challenge, or Pinterest chooses my reads. I've done that before. I really enjoyed that one. Things like that. I also do monthly TBR videos and monthly reading wrap-ups, so expect all of those. Something you want to say to anyone wanting to start a bookish account. Now, my advice means nothing, really, because I just started myself, but just do it. Like, if you're thinking about it, just do it. There's no harm in actually starting it. And if you're like, oh, what if it doesn't work? Yeah, but what if it does? You know what I mean? Like, if you hold yourself back, nothing will happen from it. But if you try, then something can happen from it, and so just do it, and if you enjoy doing it, that's all that matters. Anyways, that's it for all these questions. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave comments down below of more questions and I'll answer them. But for now, that's it. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.